Welcome back to another One Punch Man Road to Hero video, and today we're going to be looking at teamwork, funeral suspenders, and D-pad. Now, I just want to finish off this series of reading through the kits. I've gotten a lot of comments from you guys to go over more accessory detail, chase combos and team composition, and I do want to create better high quality content for you in the future. However, I do want to finish off my kit read through series. We just got to get through these 1-star characters, and I'm going to try and do them in batches like this, where we can kind of look at the characters as a whole, or not just one character at a time, like I did with the Wolf Pack. All right, so D-pad partner, revenge with plus attack. Class C heroes can't handle this one. However, funeral suspenders, don't underestimate him. I mean, there's a lot of 1-star characters that, just because they're 1-star doesn't mean they're bad characters. Basic attack, whip kick. Attacks the confronting enemy, dealing 120% damage with a chance of 25% to knock down the enemy. Pretty standard, not too bad. Mastery skill is suspender kick. Anger cost of 3 with a cooldown of 2. That's pretty good. Appears unexpectedly in the front of the confronting enemy to give a kick for 4 combos. 4 combos, awesome. The enemy is levitated, suffering 360% damage in total. Now the damage is pretty average, but 4 combos and levitate to just trigger that combo chase, it's really great. So let's go ahead and check out that skill preview. Boom, 4 combos with a levitate. Now, his initial trait here, combo kicks, chases and hits a driven back enemy for 3 combos. The enemy is knocked down, suffering 105% damage in total. So that's really great. He's got a lot of combos. 4 combos on his mastery and additional 3 combos on his chase. So definitely a good character to plug into your combos if you need to increase combo numbers on your team. Now, his second trait here, after you level him up and unlock the teamwork one, when fighting together with D-pad, funeral suspenders has attack plus 50%. So that is pretty good. 50% is quite a lot. So a blade set gives 40%. So just by putting D-pad in the same composition as him, you're getting a lot more attack out of him, which is really great. The only thing is you have to use one of your team slots, to fill D-pad, and we'll see how well D-pad synergizes with funeral suspenders when we're done going through funeral suspenders kit. All right, vengeful heart. If an enemy kills your unit, this enemy obtains revenge. For each revenge, funeral suspenders attack plus 30% and will attack targets with revenge first. So that's kind of like Stinger, how Stinger gets more attack based upon enemies that have died, allies that have died. So with funeral suspenders, if allies die, he gets stronger. So that's really good. I mean, especially if you're talking about some characters like Moomin Rider and Eyelashes buff the attack when they die, you're getting double buff here. So possibly he could go into a 1-star Kami suicide kind of composition for guild battles, right? It's assuming you take the time to invest in the 1-star characters. Now his final here is Undertaker. Attack 60% per kill by funeral suspenders for 2 rounds, which can't be stacked. So that means if he kills somebody, he gets 60% attack, but if he kills 2 people, it's only 60%. If the enemy unit killed by funeral suspenders has revenge, then the permanently increase the attack by 30%. So the only good thing about this is because it doesn't say about your if an enemy kills your unit, then they get revenge. The Undertaker here is permanent. So this would be good if you have summoned units on your side and the enemy has summoned units on their side. That would be like the one way that you could really stack his attack as the battle draws out. So maybe against somebody like a game mode that uses the Dr. Genus, and if you have your own Dr. Genus, or if you're using another summoner unit, I think there's only three that I'm aware of, right? Subterranean King, Sky King, and Dr. Genus. I'm not too sure if there's any other summoners, so pairing him with a summoner might actually help, because those summon units that die can then boost his attack. Alright, so let's watch his ability preview one more time. Yeah, pretty basic. Still pretty cool with the upward kicks there. So let's go ahead and look at his partner in crime. Suspenders partner, Strong Curiosity. The word just came down is his specialty. D-pad, alright. And he's got Double Punch. Swings fists to attack the confronting enemy for 2 combos, dealing 120% damage in total. 2 combos on a basic, not bad. Most is just 1 hit, so it's pretty good. Alright, Consecutive Blows. Only costs 2 and has a cooldown of 2. Hits the confronting enemy for 4 combos with mixed martial arts, commonly found in various fighting video games. The flavor on the text there, that's just hilarious. The enemy is levitated, suffering 240% damage in total. So that's where it's lacking right there, 240. We saw that Suspenders was 360. Sure, it costs 1 more, but I don't know. Let's go ahead and watch his combo blows ability. Yeah, pretty basic. Now, his initial trait is D-pad blow. Chases and hits a knockdown enemy to drive back, dealing 105% damage. Okay, so before I continue on, I'm already noticing consecutive blows makes the enemy levitated, and then Suspenders kick also makes the enemy levitated. So they don't really work in tandem with their active skills. So that's a little bit lacking considering they're partners. So you'll have to have somebody else thrown into the team that'll chase levitate, maybe 2 different people that chase levitate to get them back down to the drive back or the knockdown, so that they can chase. All right, teamwork. When he fights with Funeral Suspenders, D-pad's max hit points and persistence is plus 5%. Okay, cool. So that means Funeral Suspenders gets attack, and D-pad gets health and persistence. Video gamer, right? That's why he's called D-pad. When attacking, there's a 50% chance to paralyze the enemy for 2 rounds. Now that's really cool. Paralyze is a great skill. Basically, they're unable to use any of the abilities except it can be cleansed by using their mastery skill. So you prevent them from doing chases, you prevent them from doing basic attacks. However, once they use their active, then it cleanses, or it takes 2 turns. So Paralyze is definitely a good debuff. Now his last one, Curiosity. At the beginning of a round, he obtains 80% attack or defense for 1 round, with a chance to obtain poisoning for 3 rounds. So poisoning is stronger than bleed or burning in the fact that it can be refreshed by somebody who applies poisoning. Now, I think that's the reason why he's got this persistence buff here, is to combat the drain from the poisoning here. Now, I don't understand why they would give a character who's not that great, like a double-edged sword, a way to hurt himself. It seems counterintuitive. However, 80% defense or 80% attack is great. I just wish it was, static, like you knew what it was. I'm not too sure, based upon, the kit here, how durable these characters are. You're probably going to need tanks to go with them, so I definitely think of the 2, Suspenders is better. However, Suspenders is better with D-pad. Hard to say, like I said, it doesn't make sense why they chose to not have them work together with their chase and masteries, but to each their own. Definitely a cool looking character. Love the red cape. However, not a character I would suggest investing in. As for accessories for either one or both of these characters, I would have to play around with them to see, what their durability levels is. Based upon the fact that he gets health and persistence, I would say initially just accessorize him for health and accessorize Suspenders for attack. Now, because he doesn't actually get any, additional effects from the attack, Suspenders that is, you can probably do a claw, crit damage, and crit chance with the Blizzard Claw and Blizzard set, or you could just do 3 penetration sets. You don't necessarily need the attack set, so long as you get the attack percent primaries if he is going to be your attacker or one of your attackers on your team. Let's watch his preview one more time, and then so if you have him, this is definitely good against the piggy event right now, because the pig takes 1 hit point of damage, so the combos really help. Anyways, I'm Doja-san. Go ahead and one punch that subscribe button for more One Punch Man content in the future, and until next time.
One punch.